Now, this is an interesting hand. It doesn't really do much, but the Rift is going to be the only way that can maybe keep us in the game later on. Considering this has got indestructible, we might struggle here. It says it can't be countered, which is funny because we don't have any way to counter this anyway, so it kind of... You can kind of scrub that word off it. Sadly, the word indestructible is very powerful against us here. If they go like elf, 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 and then Toski attack, we're going to be in trouble. Enigma Draw. I'm actually not going to play that. I'd rather bounce a creature to their hand this turn. Leafkin Druid. Oh, we might have them here if that's the only land they have. Shadow Spear to the bottom. Okay. Okay. We might have a chance here if they mulliganed just to have one land. Okay, they've got 3 mana now. Halfling. And Druid. Sure thing. Let's just get a blocker out. So at least we can block something that attacks in, unless they have Death Touch Fight. If they've got Death Touch Fight, it's going to be pretty annoying. But I think also if we can get the Rift out, we probably win as well, because they'll lose the Utopia Sprawl temporarily. Somberwald Sage, holy crap. That is scary. They've just got loads and loads of ramp here. Okay. Now, interestingly, we've got the 3 mana up now. So if they attack with stuff, we can make this a 4/13. Again, if they have Death Touch Fight, they could just kill the Charix. Invasion's going to ramp. I feel pretty good. I don't really feel like I'm being threatened that much. The Somberwald Sage in normal circumstances would be pretty worrying. They attack, it's a silly move. Yeah, I thought as much. Nykthos. So I think we're going to go for Shark Typhoon here. We're going to take a little bit of a turn off. Just to set up the future, because every spell we now cast, which is non-creature, gives us a shark. Which is good, because the sharks can now block. And they only really have 2 attackers. It's actually kind of tempting me to just... I mean, should I be super aggressive? I feel like this is really aggressive. No, I don't want to waste 2 mana. I'm probably just going to block the Delighted Halfling here. 4/13. So they will draw 1 card. So at the cost of 1 card, we get to Rift in the following turn. Yeah, I think this was the play, unless they do something like, I don't know, what could they do here? A Shire would be terrifying. A Shire makes all of their things lands. Yeah, I think we might be okay with the crab here. Oh, wow. And a Teferi's Agent. Yeah, let's start with this. We also get a 2. Only 2/2, sadly, because the Overload cost doesn't count towards the CMC. Yeah, that's going to slow him down quite a bit. And I think we're going to get an attack in as well. 5. Next turn, we can go for Ageless Insight and draw 2 cards with a Mind Stone. As long as we tap correctly. And now they're just going to spend the whole turn restabilizing their lost field. Which is pretty annoying, but, I mean, maybe we should have done the Rift during their attack step. Yeah, I'm not sure. They're going to be able to replay quite a few things. I think the play might have been better if they just went for the invasion just to get more lands out, but this works as well. Although it's a bit weird to have a Toski deck and lots of 0 power creatures. I find that a bit unusual. More blockers for free. Oh man, I've missed Shark Typhoon. That's such a cool card. And Charix is a very interesting attacker because they could just go, I'm not really going to bother to do anything here. but they're at risk of taking 6. And it really does add up. They're thinking about blocking it. Interesting battle, though. I feel like I've definitely made a deck which has somehow avoided all the toxic decks. And maybe the counter spells are just weighed really highly. Maybe the Wizards of the Coast have actually acknowledged this, because as I said in the deck tech, I've only got 1 counter. So maybe the algorithm sees that and goes, you know what, you're a cool guy. So we give you some interesting matchups like mono versus mono, which I do like to see. They're actually going to go for it. Wow, that literally taps for free with the Enigma draw. 6-11. Let's draw a couple of cards here. Oh, wow. Okay. I like it. So, basically, Witness Protection completely neutralizes Toski. And I am all for that. They're activating it there, yeah. Sadly, I don't really feel like they had much of a chance after we rifted. Dive down, give something hexproof. We'll see. I mean, we don't have any more ways to draw yet. Sword, oh my goodness. Okay, that changes everything, I think. That lets us draw 2 cards on the attack. On the damage, should I say. Wow, crazy. Give it to this. Go for the alpha. So this now has no abilities. So they will block. Do you know what? This is going to sound crazy. It's actually better to not kill this. Let's kill the Sage. We get to draw 2 cards. Holy hell. Nykthos. Yeah. And I guess we've got the mana, so we might as well move the sword over. And yeah, I think not killing this was far better, because the alternative was we kill it, and then they just... okay, that was lucky. This could have been far worse if they had more creatures. But any number of creatures from the hand on the battlefield, okay. Belter now. Sadly for them, we have flying superiority. But that was... wow. It's kind of fun. In the depths of the boundless ocean, where ancient mysteries lie shrouded in the whispering currents, emerges a figure of unparalleled strength and strategic prowess. It's Charix, the Raging Isle. Now that we've had a lot of new cards come out since Charix came out a while ago now, a few years ago, I thought we would revisit him and look at a few things that actually make it a bit stronger. Training Grounds makes abilities cost 2 less, which means you can now swap the power and toughness for 1 mana, which is really quite good. We also have the Enigma Draw, which lets you tap for 2, which essentially does the same thing as Training Grounds, but only once. And we can turn this into a... well, it depends really how many islands you have. It does depend on that. So that is the only risk. If you don't have islands out, you're not really going to get much of a power boost. That's why the deck has 34 islands. We don't want to stray too far away from that. But yeah, I think this is going to be pretty awesome today. I mean, there's a few other cool synergies as well. Tetsuka Umezawa says it can't be blocked. So what you do is you attack with a 0-17. And then when it's unblocked, you swap the power and toughness and you deal a hell of a lot more damage. This is the least cancerous I think I can make a blue deck. And this is actually my preferred style. I actually think counter spells are overrated. And I think if you're just spending your whole game plan on countering your opponent's game plan, number one, that's not very fun. Number two, it's not that strong, because if you're just countering all day, what the hell is your win con? So Charix hopefully is going to be our win con today. I'm not saying we don't have interaction. We just don't run, you know, a ridiculous amount of counters. I think I can see an offer you can't refuse. That's about it. There's probably other spells that feel like counter spells, but yeah, we've got a big top end here, which should also help us win. Look, Cura versus Sea God, Hullbreaker Horror, which is a fishy friend, River's Rebuke, all the usual bounce spells. I think bounce spells are fine. We're not doing anything too toxic, like returning their field. Yes, it's really strong, but if blue doesn't do that, then what is blue going to do late game? So yeah, let's see how this goes. All right, I really like this hand. A bit of ramp, so much removal. The only downside is that our bouncing, it's just going to help them because they want to be bounced. So we'll have to see how that goes. Seek knowledge. The keyword is in the actual name of the card. Kind of cool. It's like the early cards that says stuff like regenerate. Or, I don't know, trample, I guess. Etrata. So that's actually a really annoying card. Because they just get free creatures. Whenever an assassin deals combat damage to an opponent, look at cloak top card of that player's library. Ugh, that's so gross. So gross. Yeah, let's bounce it. We need to slow them down. We only really have tempo here. I guess Invasion of Ravnica does a little bit of work. But yeah, we don't want them stealing our cards and turning them into creatures. That's so powerful. Sword, we miss a land drop. I think we're just going to bounce it again. It's a real shame we missed a land drop because we could have gone for the Worn Power Stone. So now we are in a bit of trouble because this is Flash. And Flash is the natural enemy of blue, so we'll see. I mean, if this does flip and we cast a 5-drop, they won't be able to cast it. Well, they can cast it in response, right? But yeah, the opposite side of this is pretty cool. They're going to steal a card from a hand. I'd rather not, to be honest. Yeah, that's a really mean card. Steal a card and they can cast it whenever they want. Ugh, that feels horrible. Here comes Etrata again. Now we get this. She's got Death Touch as well. Of course she does. Maybe we just go for this and then give her the protection. So they can't cost 3 drops. Okay, so we have a really good blocker versus blue here. Obviously they could kill it in any other number of ways. Charix. I mean, they could have artifact destruction, sacrifice effects. There's a number of different things they can do. Yeah, artifact destruction or sacrifice effect is probably the most effective, though. Yeah, this is our counter spell on the entire deck, pretty sure. What have we really done? We've not really done much, have we? We've stopped them looking in our hand. Chandra, she can't kill it. And I add red. Angrath's Rampage. Well, they had a way to get rid of it. That's a shame. Yeah. Now, here's an interesting... We'll see how this goes. Exiled Chandra. So this has Ward, which is really irritating for our Baral's expertise. I was going to say we could bounce them all to our hand, but issue with Ward is we're now going to have to pay all the additional costs. And Etrata, you can see why they wanted to get Etrata out. She's just going to take the game over. Yeah, I'm going to pass. Man, this is so deadly for 3 mana. A 3 mana that just makes 2/2s. Let's try and bounce it. Okay. Cadwick. We don't want them to steal... Well, I don't know. I don't really know if we want them to steal that or not, to be honest. Take 4. Okay. Please don't play a Charger again. I'm actually terrified of this card. Alright, let's see if we can bounce this again. This is, what is it, the 4th time now? Okay. Another bounce spell. Four, 5, 6. We do this. No, I think we're going to go for the Brazen Burrower Stern Dismissal move in their end step. I realise that the other side of Invasion of Ravnica doesn't do anything for us because we don't have guild colours, but it does exile something which is really important, especially in our colours that we can't really do much in. Down to 13. Okay, so we have to choose here. Do we want to bounce one of these things? Yeah, let's see. We can pay the ward. We get a card in our hand, so we're kind of not losing a card if this resolves. Owner's hand, so we're the owner. Oh, it's just an island. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if they want to counter the Kira. This is going to be a pretty good defense system. If they don't counter this, they might have a bit of trouble dealing with our stuff. So now they have to choose. Copy target spell. So they're going to have their own Kira. Okay. Let me get to resolve one. Can we give our creature... Oh no! It gets countered because of Kira. So Kira stops equipments. That's actually really annoying. So does that mean we've taken the shield off? So now if they target Brazen Burrower, they can kill it. That's actually really annoying. So in fact, it would have been better to go for the sword on the Brazen Burrower before the Kira came in. Okay. God damn it. God damn it, I didn't even realise I worked for it. Yeah, this is an activate ability. God damn it. Yeah, that's not so fun. I'm gonna go for Evelyn. 6, 7. They're gonna steal our Realm Breaker. Oh man, that sucks. Blood of Tears. Well, that definitely 4 more non-token permanents. So this is gonna get rid of the shield. So we have to equip it twice. That really sucks. Man, this is annoying. At least we get a wolf blocker now. Mill them for 10. And I guess we can flash this in as a blocker. Yeah, I'm making a lot of mistakes this game. Realm Breaker is super annoying as well. If they've got any Praetors in the deck, that's going to really screw us over. Flash this in as a blocker. Try and block their Kira. Let's see if they've got a Kira. God damn it. Mithril Coat. Indestructible. Ugh. Oh, yeah, it got countered, didn't it? They did the exact same thing we did. Exactly the same thing. Yeah. I guess they got punished for the exact same thing we did. Lots of milling. And they've got 6 mana. What exactly are they trying to do here? Let's go for the Charix. Essence Scatter. Okay, so the decoy spell's out of the way. Midnight Clock. This is actually going to be good. Midnight Clock in case they choose... Yeah, so now they're going to mill us. Our Midnight Clock allows us to, I guess, get these cards back. If they mill too much. Trata comes down again. I just really need to get rid of all... Oh, no. Time Warp. Oh, this is just going to absolute hell and back. No freaking way. That really sucks, man. I can't believe they stole a Time Warp. Okay. 2, go down to 7. That ticks up. How many they got? 55. They're not that far off being milled, so. Sort of tears. So we're going to block the Atrata. I don't want them stealing more things. This has been a really technical game and a very annoying one as well. Kind of frustrating. All the things they could have stolen. So that is some kind of counter spell, maybe. Oh, we got rid of the lifelink spell. That's a shame. Invasion of Ravnica. Okay, they're going to get rid of that. So they've only got 3 mana open. Makes me wonder what that spell is in the foretell zone. Maybe we just flip this. I kind of want a big blocker. I want to see priority there as well. At 5, we really need multiple blockers here, really. Because we need this transmutation. I just want to get rid of this Atrata. Okay, saw it coming. So we are really playing the long game here. Right, so we just have to survive 1 or so more turns. Invasion of Ravnica. Chandra. 5 damage to any target. Well, that's us dead then. Man, that was a really frustrating game. A lot of mistakes made. My side, their side, but yeah, as if they top decked a Chandra. Man, so many as ifs I said there. Chandra. Extra turn. Yeah, oh well, sometimes the opponent gets super lucky, and sometimes we do as well. So the Kira there learned a big thing. Don't equip your stuff if you've got a Kira out. Do it before the Kira comes out. God damn it. I'm going to quickly interrupt this video to tell you this video is not sponsored, and because of that, the channel does need help from people like you. So if you do want to support the channel in your own way, you can like and subscribe, which is completely free. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can donate to the channel via my Ko-fi link below, or become a channel patron. And if you become a channel patron, you can get a custom video of your choice. Check out the details below. Oh, okay. A starting hand with Narset is always one of my favourites. Bounce spell and a steal spell. Beautiful. So yeah, we do have some pretty strong cards in the deck. I just wanted to get away from counter spells, as I said before. Search for an artifact, put it into your graveyard. Let's just get rid of that so they can't pressure the Narset unless they have haste. We probably should have let them choose first, because now they get to choose a shitty artifact they probably don't even care about. And yeah, there was the argument that they get to redo it again, but as I said, I need to keep Narset active so she can draw us a couple cards here. And keep the game flowing. Dragon Engine goes in the bin, okay. So it could be a haste tribally sort of thing.
I train every day. Keep an open mind.
Ooh. I don't know what to go for. I feel like... Let's go for a win con, I suppose. tempting to go for some of the other ones, but I think this is probably the best in terms of just longevity. So Narset will make it so they can't draw 2 cards, which is pretty good. Mind Stone and Search for Skeleton I think is very lovely, because now we can kind of ensure we get our next land drop a bit easier. If they go for draw, they haven't... Okay, why do they go for draw? I feel like people don't read Narset, which is funny because she used to dominate so many formats. Gix, okay. So they can't attack with anything currently because they don't have haste, but yeah, this is a pretty scary card. This gets to go off. So I think we just go for Time Warp. We want to try and flip Search for Skeleton. We want to get more lands here. It's not a land, I'm afraid. Ah, jeez. I guess we'll just steal the Gix. And we spent a lot of mana there. We basically spent 10 mana to get control of Gix. They're down to 14, wow. That's pretty low. By force gets rid of our land. Okay. I'm really not that bothered about that. And I will actually trade. I will actually trade. I'd rather them not draw more cards, to be perfectly honest. 6. So this should flip here. We desperately need... Nice. Okay. So we can go for Charix and Zenith Chronicler. And if we just keep blocking, I mean, that could be good. I mean, they can make this have haste by unearthing it, but then they won't get to use it with Mishra just yet. If it flips, it is going to be a bit concerning, though, I have to say. Because the other side of this is pretty scary. Okay, I guess we're going to block the 3-2. They are draining us with that Bastion, which is kind of irritating, but... So now we're really kind of just hoping for a removal spell for this. Grim 2 to takes me to 11. Wow, okay. I guess going for a hexproof thing is probably the best. It's going to slow them down quite a bit as well. This has got War 2, even though it doesn't really say that. Spells cost 2 more. I mean, yeah, they go for the Dragon Engine. We are going to be in a lot of trouble here. They've just gone to combat. They don't seem to care. What does that mean? I don't really know what that means.
Such violence
They trade.
upsetting.
They didn't even trade. What are we worried about now? Is it going to be the black card that makes us sacrifice 3 things? Creature, Enchantment, Planeswalker. I don't really know. Why are they getting rid of the treasures? Some kind of board wipe? Blood on the snow. Ah, okay. They wanted to get Gix back? That's strange. Okay, I guess we're going to tap down all their things on their turn. They're back to 16 now, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we're probably going to struggle here. Although saying that, the Cura does let us steal something eventually. Oh no. Portal is in the graveyard. That sucks. So all the stuff is tapped. If they get Portal out, we're in a lot of trouble. I don't know how they're going to get that out. Goblin Engineer, return 3 or less, that doesn't get it out. I'm not really sure. Although here's the thing, if they do cheat this out, we can steal it with the Cure of Rest of the Sea God. So it's not really in their interest to cheat this out here. Siege Gang Commander. We need a mass board wipe again, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Gain control. Suppose we get the Gix here. And I'm not really sure what else we can do. I guess we could go for the sword. I think I'm just going to look for something with a scanter here. I need something to get rid of their stuff. River's Rebuke. Well, that's going to be great for the next turn. And cool. I guess we just sit tight for now. I can't really... I don't know. We're not 100% safe because they've got Den of the Bugbear, they've got Siege Gang Commander, which can sack things to deal 2 damage. If they sack their goblins in response to the River's Rebuke, that means they get 3 more goblins, so that's going to be 6 more damage, which also chains with the Bastion, because they'll drain us. Yeah, this is not looking good, to be honest. And I've also got the Mishra as well, which can drain stuff even more. Yeah, this is not good. Ugh, drain for 4. Although if we kill the Siege Gang, then they don't get to replay that. Not sure how I feel about this. I'm at 8. River's Rebuke. Man, they should not have attacked with the Siege Gang Commander. That was a mistake. That was a mistake indeed. So if we pay this, that's 15 damage. Down to 3. Get some triggers, although we are at risk as well, to be fair. Pay 1 life. I don't think I want to. Really? I don't want to go to 6. Bastion. So they're going to have blockers for days. Red and green can't block us, though. So we can steal the Dragon Engine. X equals 3. We want to pay correctly. So yeah, gain control of the Dragon Engine, which is nice. It's 1 fewer blocker. And I think what do we want to do here? We move the sword to Gix. And then we attack with both. That means they have to block both, otherwise they die. They've just realised they have to block with both. Yep. Yeah, that'll do. Bastion does gain them 2 and drain us for 2, though, so that's a bit annoying, but... So they don't kill our Thieving Skydiver in our next turn, then they just lose to... Well, not necessarily lose to this, but... This was a pretty tight game. I mean, from the Forbidden... Oh, they're going to drain us again. They're going to win with this Bastion, aren't they? So we do get to draw cards as well if they draw with Plum. If they get a board wipe, I'm really, really sad. A board wipe will just... Spell Doom. They're down to... Oh, they actually lose life as well, don't they? Oh, wow. I actually can't believe I won that. There was a point there where I honestly thought that was it for us. And I think that it was this. If they hadn't blocked with the Siege Gang come up, they shouldn't have attacked with this. They should have just sacrificed their stuff, aimed at us each time. With the Bastion, that would have been 6, 7, 8, 9. We would have been forced to bounce their field anyway, which would have meant they had the Siege Gang Commander again to deal another 9. So yeah, that was fatal error attacking with this, sadly. Despite the memey nature of this deck, I actually think it's really fun and quite competitive given the matchups we had. We did face some pretty like a decent range of decks. There was a few spatterings of high level stuff, but yeah, across the board quite quite low power level, which is nice to see for a change. I think you would have fun using this, definitely, as a blue mage. As I said, counter spells don't make you a blue mage. It's the thoughtfulness that makes you a blue mage, making decisions, making mistakes. The Kira was a big mistake I learned there, and I hope other people could hopefully learn from that too. But the funny thing was it affected the opponent as well, so I kind of felt like it's an easy one to miss. I like the fact that these swords give our Charix a much better chance of getting in, because it does have ward, but it just needs something a bit more oomph to kind of just take it to the next level. What else do I think? I think Zendikar is fantastic against multicolored decks. What else did I like? I think the Angler is interesting in a mono blue deck, because whenever you play an island, you get stuff off the top. We never actually drew this in the game, but I think that would have been decent. Yeah, there's not really much else I can think to say. I mean, it's just a really solid build, taking advantage of the tempo that blue has, and it's just bouncing stuff. Sometimes bouncing things a few times can literally be enough to win you the game. And we didn't actually draw any walkers, really. Like, we got Teferi in here, and we did see Narset. I guess we've only got 2, but if we had, we could protect them really well. 17 toughness is pretty decent against any red deck, green deck. They're going to struggle to kill this. Obviously, against the other colours, it's going to be pretty easy for them to take care of. But yes, you're going to have some really good matchups. Against mono green is super fun. Mono red. But yeah, I think it's actually really fun. I would definitely craft this. I think if I was to take a card out just to min-max it a bit, maybe Invasion, because the other side doesn't do anything with monocolor cards. But the front side of this is actually pretty awesome. Exiling something I don't know. It's a tough one. You still get a 5/5 if you attack it. So maybe I'm just being greedy, but yeah, I'd have to think about what I'd take out instead of this. But yeah, deck list is in the description below. Make sure to take a look at that if you want to see how it works yourself. Edit it, tweak it. You can support the channel and my crazy ways by becoming a channel patron. You get your own custom video, and you can also support me via Ko-fi as well. Until next time, watch more of my videos. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.